Hi everybody, I'm on Intuitive here with our weekly astrology tarot card readings for the week of November 19th, 2025. As always, for this type of reading, I am using the Radiant Rider Waite Smith tarot card deck, and for entertainment purposes only. We're going to get right into it. I'm going to mark the time here, and the first reading we're going to do is Aries. As I'm going to shuffle, but I will say, you just have to look in the description. I have all the signs marked in the description. But again, we're going to get right into it for Aries for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get from my Aries friends. All right. Ace of Wands, a new emotional beginning. I love this because it's like it's coming out. Whenever you get these ace cards, it's like it's coming out of like the universe, as above, so below, right? So a new creative beginning. Hangman, I feel like maybe you've been hanging there long enough now. It might be time to move forward. Have you received all the enlightenment, right? It might be time to move forward, and it might be time because this King of Cups comes out. This King of Cups, he's riding this emotional wave. He knows he's going to, there's ups, there's downs. It's no big deal. So it might just be time, Aries, to come out of this, come out of your shell if you haven't already. Either come out with that new idea you've been thinking about, or just come out with any idea and really just start to, move forward with it. All right, my friends, now this is for Taurus. This is Taurus for the week. Oh, Taurus, you got a lot of energy in these cards. This is Taurus for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get for Taurus for the week of November 19th, 2025. Here we go. Seven of Pentacles, kind of looking at, what can I take out? What can I add? What can I prune? What can I nurture? So, it's kind of like a slowed down thinking process. You see, he's standing there really taking his time and really analyzing things. Five of Wands, this is like to me, it represents like office gossip around the water cooler. It can also, you're training. Nobody's hitting each other here. So it's like, maybe training, learning. So and then this, I love it because you get this Six of Pentacles. You also have the Seven of Pentacles that we started with. This is bringing balance into your life, right? It's almost like cutting things out, maybe learning some new things, getting some training. This is what leads to some of the balance. And then you can give back. Even if you are, that's fine. I'm sure you are right now, but just maybe going forward with some of that training or learning something new, or just taking the time to cut some extra things out of your schedule may really behoove you. All right, there we go. Now I have Gemini. This is Gemini for the week of November 19th, 2025. This is Gemini for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get. Gemini for the week of November 19th. I'm going to give it cards a couple of shuffles here. Oh, really gorgeous. First, you get this this Five of Pentacles, kind of being out in the cold, right? But you know what? You can walk in. The help is there. You just have to look for it. I just heard when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So when you're ready to move forward, the help is there. You then, I love this, you get the Star card, and this Star card represents balance and maybe a wish come true. I'm not going to not going to go there, but balance. Moving forward, feeling balanced about it, right? Especially after maybe being a little bit off balance with this Five of Pentacles. And then what happens? You get the Sun card as an outcome. Sun card, positive. It's a yes, moving forward. You can see everything in the sun. You know what direction to go. So I feel like after kind of a time of being in the dark, some, that balance coming and really knowing what your next steps are. So I really love that for you. All right, here we go. This is for Cancer. Cancer for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get for Cancer for the week of November 19th, 2025. Cancer for the week of November 19th, 2025. Four of Swords, stepping back from things, taking a little bit of a rest. I feel like, you might need to step back, take a rest, just kind of realign your thinking. Not that anything's wrong with your thinking, but just having that time to kind of think, just stepping back, right, and regrouping. But then you get this beautiful King of Wands card, and this is a high intuition. It's almost like you step back and you go into some meditation, or you step back and you kind of like level up, maybe get a level up on your intuition, get some ideas, get some creative ideas. And then you get this beautiful Ace of Cups card. This to me is like such a card from source, just saying, you know what? beautiful emotions, you know, everything's like smooth waters ahead. But why are there smooth waters ahead? I get because you've taken the time to step back and to go into a higher level of thinking and of experiencing and maybe changing some belief systems. So there's a little bit of work involved, I hear, but you know what? Moving forward in a beautiful, beautiful, like that smooth water. So I love that. All right, here we go. This is for Leo. Leo for the week of November 19th, 2025. This is for Leo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Leo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Leo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get. Comes up the Fool card, a new adventure. It might be time to take that, you know, take that leap off, you know, like it might be time. Only you know that, right? So there you go. We then have the Four of Wands. This is like moving. This is like a new beginning. This is actually you're ending, wrapping something up and commencing it, starting at something new. And then you get the Hermit card. And it's like, as you move forward on this new adventure, okay, you're getting enlightened one step at a time. You're kind of going deep. You're kind of going into, you know, your inner thoughts, your inner process, stepping away from some things, but you're getting the enlightenment and you're moving forward, and it's one step at a time, but it's really a lot of nice energy for a new beginning. All right, here we go. Now we have Virgo. This is Virgo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Virgo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Virgo for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we get. Seven of Pentacles. You know, it might be time for us to, stop, take some time. What can we cut out? What can we change moving forward? And really not just pruning things out, but looking at what we could nurture, right? Sometimes when we're nurturing things, we got to change that schedule around because we need the time to nurture something. So we've got to change things around, knock things out. We really start to find out what our priorities are. Nine of Pentacles. I love this. This is a life of luxury. But it's after hard work, right? This woman has worked and she saved, and now she has time to enjoy her falcon in her garden. And that's basically what this kind of says, you know, taking that time, moving forward, and then getting also this King of Swords, really taking what we've learned, taking the lessons, taking the time that we've spent, and moving forward with some really like, I just heard data-driven ideas, right? It's not so much our gut feeling right now. It's more going forward and putting things out in the world. And I will tell you the bottom of the deck card is the Death card, but that's like change. So I really see a lot of change for us Virgos coming up as we move forward. And I just heard, and you're going to hear a lot of no's, right? Okay, there we go, right? We're going to hear a lot of no's, but it's what we do with those no answers that allows us, number one, to change our belief systems, and number two, to move closer onto the path that we need to be on. So it's, you know, or to continue on that path, but know how to work around the no's. So yeah, a lot of change coming up for Virgo, but good change and moving forward in the direction that we want to go. All right, next up here we have Libra. Here we go, Libra. Libra, this is for November 19th, 2025. The week of November 19th, 2025 for Libra. Let's see what we get. Okay, one card just flipped out. It's upside down. I mean, I don't know what it is. I can't see it, but we're going to keep it because it flipped out. It was the Hermit card. Stepping back, right? Taking time to step back and really just be in who are we? What are we doing here? Why are we doing it? And getting that enlightenment one step at a time, but still moving forward, right? But sometimes we're out in the cold by ourselves while that happens. Oh, excuse me, I lost a card there. Then we get this Ten of Swords card. You know, this backstabbed. To me, this is feeling backstabbed. But the good thing is the sun is rising. It's happened in the past. The other good thing with this card is now we know, right? Now we know who stabs us in the back or what issues stab us in the back or whatever. So we can, again, work around things, right? One step at a time. And then the outcome is this Four of Wands. This is, again, commencement, a wedding, a new baby, graduating, whatever it is, it's moving forward. It's like taking all the lessons and moving forward and having a beautiful new beginning, really in a direction that we want to go in. So I love that for you, Libra. Now we have Scorpio. This is, oh, excuse me, this is Scorpio for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Scorpio. I just had a card flip out. Oh, I had 2 cards flip out. Okay, so there we go. Oh, well, now I had a big bunch of cards flip out. Whatever it is, whatever's going on this weekend, with this week, Scorpio, you have a lot of energy going on. So let's see what we have. Okay, I'll put out the first card. Now we have the second card, and okay. First card we get is this 9 of Cups. Like feeling happy, right? I have a full tummy. I'm, in a party. I'm enjoying myself. I'm with friends, and really just having a nice, strong, like, when you're just satisfied and you just sit back sometimes in a family gathering or whatever it is, and you're like, I'm just happy. I just love everything. Everything's just how it should be. I just feel good in this moment. Then you get this 5 of Cups card, which is kind of like, you know what? Yeah, some things, this is a grief and sorrow card. So we kind of go from like this party atmosphere to some grief and sorrow. But don't forget, you have these 2 cups standing. Give gratitude. When this card comes up, it tells me it might be time to give gratitude. So, moving forward. And sometimes when we sit down at the party and we say, oh my gosh, this is very good, then you kind of start to remember the people who have transitioned, things maybe aren't quite the same. They're still good, but they're different. So, but still giving gratitude. And then this Hangman card comes up for you as the outcome. It's almost like you're not ready to move forward yet. You're still looking for some enlightenment and you're not quite ready to move forward. Your bottom of the deck card, I will tell you though, is the Empress card. So this is a lot of love, a lot of fertility, abundance, that beautiful female nurturing. So I feel like I just heard you're really protected at this time. So, it's just a nice feeling to have that protection around you and that love. So to move forward in that, and I just heard, and to try your best to keep that feeling going. All right, next up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius for the week of November 19th, 2025. I'm going to do one more shuffle. First card that comes up is the Death card. To me, it's change. It's moving forward. Out with the old, in with the new. So just moving forward, just marching along, moving forward. Feeling the 9 of Wands, maybe feeling a little bit beat up about it though. Like you're starting to move forward in some areas that you want to move forward in, but maybe other people aren't so happy about this. So you kind of have to stand, you kind of have to stand your ground. Also, you get this 8 of Swords. So what is this? That's a 9 of Wands and an 8 of Swords. So feeling like, maybe the world and your family and what's your world is really not right now on your side, but you're the one holding yourself in place. And I will tell you, your bottom of the deck card is the Fool. This is starting a new adventure. If you're ready, the change is upon you, is what I just heard. And yes, you have to go out there and you're going to take your lumps sometimes, but you know what? You have to be true to yourself too. So there you go. If that resonates, there you go. Let's see. This is for Capricorn. Capricorn for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Capricorn for the week of November 19th, 2025. Capricorn. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness. 5 of Wands. this is kind of like training, office gossip around the water cooler. I mean, just things like, it's not bullying, but it's kind of like maybe, not being in the best frame of mind. Let's put it that way. That doesn't mean you, but it could be others around you. That's what I'm picking up. 8 of Wands. Soon, there may be some, I just heard there may be some arrows like sent your way. Even though this is like this is a double meaning. You're honing in on stuff and you're moving forward with things because you are ready and you're moving forward. But you might have some people throwing some arrows your way, and the 7 of Wands, you may need to stand up for your position. So you don't have to be mean, you don't have to be crazy, but you might have to make some logical points about it. You do then get this Knight of Cups card. This was the next card that came out, actually, this Knight of Cups. This is a good message coming in. This is good things, moving forward in innocence and honesty and just doing the right thing. And this cup is full. So I love that. And then the bottom of the deck card is this Ace of Cups, which really, you go from all this kind of stuff. Okay, you go from this type of energy to really smooth emotional waters. And I just love it because it's like, kind of like standing up for yourself, standing up for your needs and your wants once in a while. allows you to kind of clear, I just heard clear the air and move forward. All right. So there you go. And now we have, this is Aquarius. Aquarius for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Aquarius for the week of November 19th, 2025. Aquarius for the week of November 19th, 2025. Sorry, Aquarius. I gotta keep shuffling sometimes. So there we go, right? This 10 of Pentacles, like good health, good wealth. I mean, you know, you're just sitting there, just really feeling good about family things. You know, who's in your family, what's going on. You feel safe, you feel secure. It can mean legacy money. So, you know, it's just like a good family card, a good card of feeling like I am a part of like a bigger network of people that's like, it just works. It's just a nice family. It doesn't have to be your actual family. It can be a family of friends. So just keeping that in mind. The Knight of Swords, but still feeling like you need to get out and maybe say something or do something that, you know, is going to allow you to express your opinion. But I'm going to caution you that instead of going out willy-nilly, there's always a nice time to go out in a measured pace. And sometimes it just comes out, right? Sometimes things just happen, but it might be a good idea to step back and do things in a little bit of a more slower measured pace. And then you get the Seven of Pentacles, almost like when you kind of go out there, you say what you have to say, or you do what you have to do. And then it allows you to cut out some of the things that you no longer need in your life. That might be people, places, things, situations, events, whatever, but it allows you to nurture, you know, prune out some things and nurture some other things. So I kind of get, you might get to have a moment this week. But just know that it may or may not be a good idea to just say whatever you want off the top of your head. Have a measured argument. Make sure that you're prepared to defend your views. Okay, and now we have Pisces. This is Pisces for the week of November 19th, 2025. Pisces for the week of November 19th, 2025. Let's see what we have for Pisces for the week of November 19th, 2025. Oh my goodness. Okay, a lot of energy. Cards just shot everywhere, but let me just do a couple more shuffles. Okay, that card definitely wants to come out. There you go. I don't know what it is. We'll see. We'll find out. Six of Cups, feeling safe, like in your family garden. These two little girls are in their grandmother's garden. They feel safe. They're enjoying the flowers. They're enjoying each other's company. And there's like a level of like safety around them. And then you get this Five of Wands. And that's probably a good thing that you have this level of safety, because it feels like you also have some type of turmoil around you that kind of like other people are causing. And it's like, why are you bothering me? You know, why are you driving me nuts? And they don't need to. It's nothing important. I would probably just leave it go, because then you get this King of Wands card. And this King of Wands sits in his power, and he knows intuitively. He understands how to read the business reports. He understands the data. He can run a company. He can do all that. But he knows intuitively. He also follows his gut instinct. So make sure that you are looking intuitively, listening to your gut. I've heard people say it's a gut feeling. I've also heard people call it like their God feeling. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, whatever this is, you may need to address it inside and say, how do I feel about that? But it doesn't mean that you necessarily need to address it like out on the outside, like saying anything about it. I don't think anything is such a big deal that you have to do that, but only you know. All right, my friends, as you know, this is always for entertainment purposes only. I can't remember if I said that at the beginning. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget, Mondays are my quick pick a card shorts. Tuesdays are my super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays, well, here we are with our weekly astrology tarot card readings. Tomorrow is my weekly energy readings and a 3-card pick. And then Fridays are my weekend energy readings with a 3-card pick. So please join me, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified. And you know what? That leads me to namaste, my friends.